Hi, welcome to episode number 2 of building the cross section of the Santisima Trinidad. We're working on the shrouds today mostly. Of course, I will mess things up, so I need to improvise. That's a large part of the hobby. Working a bit on the canon, I think, and some other bits and pieces. Enjoy! So, the first level of shrouds is done. I'm pretty happy with it. So just for reference, the horizontal lines on the paper are not where the red lines are supposed to be, but they are just reference lines to make sure I keep going horizontal with the red lines. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, of course, there's improvements. You can still see that the left shroud is bending inside a little bit. So on the next level I'm gonna try and do that a little bit better. I think it's mostly in the beginning that I went wrong, and here it seems pretty consistent. So yeah, one mistake can really screw you over in this case. But I'm happy with it. Next, I've also been working on the canon, because it takes a long time to make these shrouds, and I do them one red line at a time. So the canon hedges have been fixed in place, all opened, repainted in red and varnished. Also, I'm not sure how well it shows, but you can see that there's thickness of the frame inside of the canon hedges, and for some reason it was not horizontal, but it was sloping upward. Oh, you can't see, but upward. So the canon didn't actually fit properly. So I modified that a bit, just filed them out, and now they're pretty good. I'll show you the canon in a minute. I also attached the nameplate, so I polished it a bit. It's not great. I mean, I couldn't really get into the corners here. I tried with various polishing compounds and even my Dremel type thing, but it's okay like this. Still has a bit of character to it. Let's put it like that. On the inside, not many changes. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I varnished the mast, so all the way up. So varnished the platform, but I'm working on it now. After I varnished it, yes, I know. So the upper parts is also varnished. You can see that the mast is on. So I went through a lot of effort to make sure it's straight. And guess what it isn't? It's leaning to the left. It's terrible. I always make this mistake, but I'll fix it later. Meanwhile, I'm preparing for the second level of shrouds. So I think this is stuck by now, yeah. I made more combs. I really like that part of the construction, so I'm going to try that again. So yeah, but while I'm making these shrouds, I have been working on the canon, so let me show you the canon. So they're all over here. So I put them on a stick. So they've all been painted in red, the wheels in black, and they've been varnished. And it's pretty easy like this, because I can paint them on all sides, and this hole is never going to be visible. So that works pretty well. They're actually ready to be put on. I don't think I'm going to do a full rigging on this canon, because I'm really tired of doing that. Probably going to be a bit lazy here. But we'll see. Depends on the timing also. I've started working on the second level of shrouds, and I want a quick and consistent way of making these, I don't know what they're called. They're over here, these things, to make them of the same height. So I made a little jig like this, and it's pretty easy because now I can just pull the thread and things will stay in place. This is glued, and it's pretty tight against the clamps. So make sure that these are pushed up against the wood in the middle. Then I tighten the ropes. Oh yeah, so I'm doing this in the lazy way. So there is there is over there a knot with some glue on it, and there's going to be another one over there where the loose thread is now, and this will be on the back of the shroud, so you won't really see it that well. So this is of course not the way you're supposed to make them, but I have done enough of this, I think, and I want to do it this way. But this is a pretty easy jig to use. I decided to make a metal bracket over here around the blocks, so that I can easily attach the rest of the shrouds to it. This is the first time I'm doing it in this way, because I'll show you on the first level. Here I attached the rope itself to the block and then glued it in place with a knot. I don't really like the process, and the result is not that beautiful. So I'm using the setup that I have here at the bottom as well. Well, the previous builder did it, but there is a can I show? Yeah, there's a metal bracket here as well around it, around the block. I think that will look pretty nice. I also used it on my factory model, and there it also looks nice. So that's going to be the setup for the second level. And I made this little jig to make it consistent. Let's see what the result of this is. I love this part of the hobby, making these jigs. All the canon are in place. I'm pretty happy with it. As I said, I omitted all the blocks because I have rigged enough canon this year. It's fine like this. Right, let's rotate the thing a bit. If you ever build a cross section, get one of these rotating platforms. It's great. So the first level of shrouds is done. Pretty happy with the result. I am working on the second level, and it was a bit of a challenge. So shall I say this shortly? So I attempted to connect this wire to the corresponding one at the other side and tighten up the lines. And my strategy was to remove the last bit of slack with the lines here on the bottom. So that failed, as you can see with that one. So I have to fix all of these lines to make them a bit more tight and also better looking, because it's ugly now. So I'm not really happy with the construction method. Also, I added these loops here at the top. I'm not going to do that again, but it was a worthy experiment. It's good to try it once. Up here you can see me messing about to tighten up the lines. I thought this was a creative solution. I enjoyed it. At least all the lines of the shrouds are now nicely spread out. They're tight enough and working pretty well, I think. But I hit a snag. I'll show you what it is. Hold on. So suppose this is one of the spars that will be attached. You can see that here I can put it against the mast without touching the shrouds, and you can feel it coming up here. Like this. It's a no-go. I put the shrouds too much towards the front. I was so proud of working with that that small comb over there to keep the lines nice and separated. Then I forgot that I had to leave space for the spars. So I am going to fix this again. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to attempt to move all lines towards the right and see what it does for the flow of the few red lines that I've already done. I'm hoping that I'm still on time, that you won't notice it too much. But we'll see in the morning. I don't know yet. Worst case scenario, I have to do all the shrouds again, which I would not be looking forward to. But hey, this is part of the experimentation. I'm learning by making mistakes. And I think for the next model I've got the making of the shrouds pretty much figured out. Basically do what the manual said in my Mayflower model 20 years ago. It's, I think, still the best solution. But yeah, alright, I've got stuff to fix. So I'm practically done with the second level of shrouds. Actually, the red lines are done. I have to fix some stuff. Just quickly wanted to show you my fix over here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So let me point at some stuff. This is a piece of metal wire, and I used it to bunch up all of these lines of the shrouds. Actually worked pretty well. I had to remove the combs that were over there. Actually, that created some extra slack on the lines, and I needed that to pull them more this way. That looks pretty well. You can see I added a loop here to pull one of the wires up, and there's another one attached there. So I had to get a bit creative. I put in a wedge there to get another one more tight, and I'm about to remove all of those things, but the shrouds should be hanging pretty well. So yeah, meanwhile I was looking at the plans, and I noticed that there was some stuff missing from inside the hull. So this is a platform that goes around the main mast, inside of the hull at the lowest level. So it's under construction, still have to fit it. I'll show you the results later. Also here you can see the spars are sort of ready to start. These over here are from the Royal Louise, I think. At least some of them are. And I'm gonna reuse the black things over here because I don't have any others. So these are the ones I want to put on the ship because they are the right length, and also the tapering is pretty nice in these things. Some of those are pretty ugly. So yeah, the downside is that I'm gonna destroy these spars to get these brackets off. But yeah, choices all the time. So yeah, so I should say these are the wrong size, but also yeah, some of them are really ugly and I don't want to use them. So yeah, there's that. It's time to get some more stuff done, I think. Also think I have a few minutes of video, so let's end the video here. So this was episode 2, and well, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.